Alright, let's talk about a movie that's going to make you check your locks twice. Maybe even 3 times. Imagine this. You're finally home after a long, grueling week. The house is quiet, the lights are low, and all you want to do is collapse on the couch and forget the world exists. You kick off your shoes, grab a drink, and just as you start to relax, you hear it. A faint creak from upstairs. You tell yourself it's just the house settling. Old houses make noises, right? But then a floorboard groans again, this time closer. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You hold your breath, straining to listen. Silence. You start to think maybe you rehearsed. Tired your mind playing tricks on you. You take a slow, calming breath and head towards the kitchen. That's when you see it. A shadow, a flicker of movement at the edge of your vision, just at the top of the stairs. It's gone as quickly as it appeared. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Hello. You call out, your voice trembling slightly. Is anyone there? The only answer is the deafening silence of your own home, which suddenly feels vast and unfamiliar. You grab the heaviest thing you can find in the kitchen, a cast iron skillet. It feels cold and solid in your shaking hands. Every instinct is screaming at you to run, to get out of the house. But this is your home, your sanctuary. You're not going to let some intruder, real or imagined, drive you out. You have to be sure. With your makeshift weapon held high, you begin the terrifying ascent up the stairs. Each step is a lifetime. The wood groans under your weight, mocking the silence. You scan the dark hallway. The master bedroom door is slightly ajar, just as you left it. But the guest room door, it's closed. You know for a fact you left it open this morning. A cold dread washes over you. You are not alone. Someone is in your house, and they are waiting. You inch closer to the guest room door, your knuckles white as you grip the skillet. Your hand reaches for the doorknob, which feels icy cold. You take one last deep breath, knowing that whatever's on the other side is about to change your life forever. You slowly turn the knob, pushing the door open. The room is dark, except for the pale moonlight filtering through the window. At first, you see nothing, just the neatly made bed, the dresser, the armchair in the corner. You step inside, your eyes darting around the room, trying to pierce the shadows. And then you see them. 2 small, glowing points of light, low to the ground, under the bed. They're not animal eyes. They're watching you. Before you can even scream, a shape lunges from the darkness. It's not a person. It's something else, something tall and thin, with limbs that bend at unnatural angles. It moves with a terrifying, silent grace, its form shifting and contorting in the gloom. It doesn't have a face, just a smooth pale surface where features should be. You stumble backward, out of the room, slamming the door shut. You can hear it on the other side, not scratching or banging, but a soft, rhythmic tapping, a sound that seems to be counting, waiting. You race down the stairs, fumbling for your phone. You have to call for help. As you dial, you glance back up the stairs. The tapping has stopped. The door to the guest room is slowly, silently creaking open again. The creature emerges from the darkness, descending the stairs with a spider-like crawl that defies gravity. It's not just an intruder. It's a nightmare made real. A thing that has invaded not just your home, but your reality. It doesn't want your valuables. It wants you. This isn't a simple home invasion. It's a haunting of the most personal and terrifying kind. This is the chilling premise of Night Visitor. It taps into that universal fear of our safest space being violated. Your home is supposed to be your fortress, the one place you can let your guard down. But what happens when the monster isn't outside, but has already found its way in? And what if that monster isn't human? The film follows the protagonists' desperate fight for survival over one horrifying night. Every shadow becomes a threat, every sound a harbinger of doom. They must use their knowledge of the house, their own sanctuary turned death trap, to try and outwit a creature that doesn't follow the rules of our world. It can disappear into shadows, move without a sound, and seems to feed on fear itself. As the night wears on, the protagonist discovers this isn't a random event. The house has a history, a dark secret buried within its walls. The night visitor has been here before, and it has claimed victims. They find old diaries, hidden photographs, and desperate warnings from previous owners who faced the same malevolent entity. It becomes clear that this isn't just about surviving the night. It's about breaking a cycle of terror that has plagued this home for generations. The entity is tied to the property, a spectral landlord that refuses to let its tenants leave. The protagonist realizes they can't just run. They have to fight back, to confront the source of the haunting and sever its connection to the house once and for all. Night Visitor masterfully blends the suspense of a home invasion thriller with the skin-crawling dread of a supernatural horror. It makes you question every creak and groan in your own home. The fear is not in the jump scares, but in the sustained tension, the feeling of being watched, and the terrifying realization that the locks on your doors mean nothing to something that can walk through walls. This movie is a true psychological journey into terror. It's a relentless, suffocating experience that will stay with you long after the credits roll. Are you ready to meet the Night Visitor? See it in 2025. It will make you realize that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones who come knocking when you least expect them. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into what promises to be a terrifying cinematic experience, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more horror movie breakdowns and reviews. Stay safe, and always check under the bed.